Why is she doing that? Oh my god, that's... Hello there, great person. Welcome back to Let's Watch SteinsGate. Today we're at episode 3, a bit delayed, so to speak. I mean, at least for the patrons, because I am sick. I've been sick for 6 days. You can still hear my raspy voice, so sorry for that. I will still try to give you the best science info and other commentary to this show, obviously. Some things to say, perhaps. I did not realize they were high schoolers, I think. I thought they were like university students for some reason. Someone said they were high school students, and okay, that explains a bit more stuff. I mean, it's anime, so it's a very known trope to have them in that age, but I just thought he looked so old, and anyway. Also, it was pointed out, and I pinned the comment, that indeed there is a sigma in the Kerr metric, which is the rotating black hole they talked about, and there is indeed a sigma. I've never seen that before in anything, so my headcanon is now that Makise is using a physics formula and mixing them in with random bullshit to like fuck with them, you know, just have some fun and yeah, troll them a bit, because people have said she's real intelligent and she should know her stuff. And the lecture apparently was a lot longer in the visual novel, so I will probably play that and perhaps record that part. If there are other parts of the visual novel that you want me to record and perhaps release, if anyone, I mean, if enough people are interested, I will do that, and then you can give my get my whole assessment of the whole lecture and other stuff you might be interested in. And anyway, let's just start. I've talked a lot already. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the show, and we will just get into some more fun stuff with SteinsGate. Here we go.
Doch ich frag mich, wer wir sind.
So she's now at our place. So is she also high school? I think she was 18, someone said, so yeah. 3D girls spell. Wasn't that also something in Chaos Head, the 3D girl stuff? I've seen that somewhere before, like calling real people, you know, 3D girls. So what does she want, though? What is with the banana? So many questions. Yeah, what does SteinsGate mean? Yeah, it is a jumble of German and English, so Steins means stony or of stone. I'm thinking, is there a different name for Steins? No. It is a stone is stones, like, I don't know. Doesn't make that much sense, but it's like a gate of stone. Oh, he's got a calendar of Jupiter. Oh no, now she's not trolling him. Why? Oh no, it's, what is it? Newton? What? Does she have a social phobia? Sorry. Love that the banana's in the foreground. It's probably gonna play a role now. Yeah, there it is, a satellite, I think, yeah. And she's watching it as... No, she's not watching, she's like, nope. I really don't understand why he does have this thing. It's weird. Like, is he really just pretending it? Why would you pretend that so much if, like, this is happening? Like this is obviously really real and weird. Why would you need to still do this fantasy thing if the reality around you is already so weird and unexplored? I don't know. I was under the impression that he did it because he was bored. Oh.
いりません。誰が変態のバナナ。
And this is what you call getting crap past the radar, I guess.
いきなり人のことつついて。
変態のバナナなんて食べるもんですか
Yes, please say it again.
もしかして何か想像したのか
Oh, that indeed was the plan. Okay.
ご好説願おうではないか
I'd rather she talk about black holes and stuff.
オーケー。正直。
That's interesting though. So is she not used to these more innuendo sexual interactions, like this jokey stuff? Because she's really blushing and she doesn't know them long enough, I do think, or like I don't think she really is attracted to them. So I do think it's the situation that gets her. So that's weird. Is she a sheltered girl? Don't know. Might be.
そのレンジと関係があるのよね。
Yeah, tell me more about the microwave.
ならこのヘンテコの機能について解明してくれ
That
る
is true. Let's see if she can.
貴様クリスティーナとか言った
Christina?
電話レンジカッコ仮の秘密を知る
Who's Christina? Also German name, but
貴様にはこの未来ガジェット研
of course. Why not? She can just say, okay.
まだあるの？
俺が貴様に行ったセクハラ行為
He even admits it. That's not good, mate. Man, that's not good. Why would you do that?
そこに痺れる憧
I
れ
like that he wants to have the upper hand. That's interesting.
あんたにとってでしょ？
Because he had several situations now where he tried to have the upper hand, even over people,
だから T
you
なん
know,
てつけ
that are smarter than him.
貴様はラボメンナンバー004クレサ
That is so random. Now they've got a new lab member and she is now with them. And what? And they were like talking about perverts for like half an hour. I mean, fine, but like. So what's the plot gonna be? Like, obviously it's the microwave, I think. And, I mean, there was weird continuity, obviously, but there's also this microwave.
テレポートなの？結論ありきで考えるのはき
Yeah, it might be a teleporter.
お邪魔してます。マキセ・クリスです。
Yes. Does Mayuri know her?
ええ。女の子の
Yeah, she probably loves that.
珍しいの？
Oh, she blushes again. Yeah, I do think it's the human contact she's not used to.
レンジから稲妻みたいなのが出て
Lightning stuff. Okay.
前の携帯は電話レンジカッコ仮に繋がっていたんだな
So he sent the mail to him, but the microwave might have done something.
昨日の昼に
Okay, so he did send it to his phone and his phone teleported it into the past, I think. Yeah.
再現してみた方が良さそうね。
Yeah, that's good. Try to recreate it and then adjust very, very small parameters, and one parameter at a time. It's actually pretty funny. In school, you often learn like, yeah, leave everything the same and just switch one parameter. And in reality, that's very hard to do. Like in real lab experiments, a lot of the time you don't have that luxury. Like it's more of a very, very simple way of approaching it that works at a low level, but not at a high level. Fun fact, just a fun fact.
ならあげてもいいよ。入れる必要は
Oh, what's that?
ダル
So it's spinning in reverse. I mean, okay, I'm just putting this out here before it's said, but so a spinning black hole is obviously spinning in a certain direction, and so if I sci-fi mumbo jumbo, and that's a bit unfair, like it's a very good sci-fi mumbo jumbo, but if I sci-fi mumbo jumbo now, it's like perhaps there's some kind of black hole wormhole in the microwave. And depending on the, so it's there and it spins in a way. And if you turn the microwave plate in one direction, it goes to the future, and the other, it goes to the past because you go through the ergosphere of the Kerr black hole. That might be an explanation. Let's see if that's it. That's how I would have written it from what I know here, I think. So, anyway.
なんて知らないし。
Then again, you have a problem with a black hole in a microwave because, like, everything will get sucked up and stuff.
じゃあ間取ってオカリンは
So let's see what happens. Why is she doing that? Oh my god, that's really dangerous. That's a very big discharge. Wow, that was actually a real big discharge. Why the fuck did she do that though? Why the fuck would she open a microwave they are experimenting on? Like, isn't she supposed to at least know anything about, like, anything about science? Like, you don't just go into an experimental setup that's running, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Like, I've had a story of I heard a long time ago, I think 10 years ago, when I was still doing practicals and was studying physics. So there was a laboratory where they did high energy pulse lasers, you know, laser pulses. You couldn't even see them because the wavelength was so compressed, and if there's a compressed, like, or not compressed, it's like the wavelength is very, very small, so a lot of energy in that pulse, but it's like only on for like a nanosecond or something, and you can do pulses with lasers like that. You don't see it, as I said, because the wavelength is not in the visible spectrum, so you don't see all lasers, by the way. I mean, it says light, so I guess it's not really a laser anymore, but like it's the same as that. And he went into the room, and because he couldn't see the laser, he took his hand and he went into the laser because he didn't know the experiment, and like he got like a hole shot through his hand by the laser because he couldn't see it. So never ever, if there's an apparatus running, don't go near it. Like what the fuck's she doing? So fucking dangerous. But what happened?
どういうこと?
Yeah.
こんな短時間で机割るなんてありえない。
That is true. Microwaves aren't that energy dense. Like, it's just some watts. Like, you know, it's like, or it's not gigawatts. You know, so I don't think anything could have happened. Should have been extrapolated, perhaps. Like, the only way they could do it is through resonance. So the microwave must have resonated with something, probably. So. Oh, that's so sad.
死に見つかったらシャレで済まないれ。受信日時7月24日17時。
Yeah, is that now? Oh, wow.
何か分かったの?
ああ、全てが繋がった。
It does?
一連の事件が意味する唯一無二の。
So tell me.
房へと戻った。
Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah. A time machine!
Time machine だ。
Yes! Disproven, Maxi! That's what I said. That's what I said. I just had to cough, so that's why there's the weird break, but yeah. A real time machine. But how does the phone travel? Because it's not inside the microwave. So is there a field around the microwave that makes it travel as well? Because the phone also didn't turn. Oh yeah. Wow, she's really pressing him. I wouldn't go for a walk. I would try to do more time travel tests. Oh, they broke it. That's unfortunate. Yeah, where is she? Why not? What happened? Her life broke apart and she pissed off. Okay, brilliant. Okay, I mean, fine. Okay, so we've got a particle accelerator. It's really fucking big as well. Like this tube you see, like and it has magnets around it. It's like, I do think it's like 7 or 10 meters tall. So if you stand next to it, like, you are so small. Like on pictures, it's just like this pipe, but it's a giant pipe. And I do think the accelerator beam is like this. Like, this is where the particles fly. So what you do is you accelerate them through magnets, and you circle them around, and then crash them into a target. So yeah. But you probably knew that. John Titor. I heard he's a real person. I think I've heard this name before as well, now that people have said it.
Time machine を完成させると。
I don't think they will do that though.
とをだか
I have to, like, a colleague of mine is working at CERN. I should call her and ask if they are building a time machine. She's probably gonna be very happy that I discovered her secret.
本部はジュネーブ郊外
That's not, does it look like that? I mean, I've only been at one detector, and the detector was basically like this square building. So, don't know, what is this? I mean, they've created the internet, like, because, yeah, this is, I do think I was at the Atlas. So these here are the detectors. So you've got detectors for different particles, or particle sets. So Atlas, Alice, and Totem are the detectors. I think I was at Atlas, yeah.
そのための世界的な設備
Can you see it here? Yeah, that's brilliant. See this? This is a car. And this is the accelerator. Like, it's so big. Like, look, this is like, I love it.
陽子シンクロトロンブースター
Okay, I will try to explain them. Let's see. A low energy antiproton ring. I assume, so I don't know exactly what it is, but I assume it is like an antiproton ring is for antimatter. And what you do is when you do certain collisions, you get protons and antiprotons. And I guess you don't need that much energy for that. Like, you need a lot, but like, it's from all the energy they need, I think it's pretty low. So you get antimatter from that. Like, antimatter is not very that magical. It's just rare, because we don't actually know why we don't have antimatter. That's one of the, as far as I know, it's one of the unsolved questions of physics. Why is there matter and no antimatter? Because the idea of the universe is that at the Big Bang, there shouldn't have been a preferred kind of particles that was created, but all we see is matter. So it's just a sign on the particles, so to speak, like not a literal sign, but like their charge, the way they're charged. Like a proton, like if you take hydrogen to put away the electron, it's just the proton left in the nucleus, like the atomic core. So it's a positively charged hadron. And if you have antimatter protons, so antiprotons, they are like just negatively charged, like an electron would be. So it would behave like an electron when interacting with an electric field. That's all there is to it, so to speak. And the question is, at the Big Bang, because matter and antimatter of the same energy, like if they come together, they become energy again. Oh no, I have to explain that probably as well. I don't know if you know. I will just explain it in case you don't know. So there is obviously the equation E equals mc squared, which Albert Einstein is famous for. And what it basically says is exactly this, like, energy can be converted into matter and backwards. And one of the mechanisms of that is that from energy, if it's dense enough, two particles are created that, like, it's like frozen energy, metaphorically speaking, frozen energy. One is a proton, one is an antiproton. If you put them together, they become energy again. And that is a very, very normal mechanism in the beginning of the universe. And that should have happened everywhere, anytime. Like, the energy should have been like, so at the Big Bang, the energy was so dense that these two particles, the particle, the antiparticle, they came into existence, annihilated each other. That's what it said when they go back to energy. Exist again, annihilate each other again, exist again, annihilate each other again. And the problem is the universe obviously expands, and the more it expands, the less the energy density is. Because if you have, like, we say that the universe has conservation of energy, obviously. So you would say, like, if the universe is this big, it has a certain amount of energy, and if it expands and it's not this big, it still has the same energy, but it's like the density is a lot less. And this process of antimatter, matter creation from energy only happens until a certain energy density, because then there's not enough energy anymore to create the particles. So what should have happened is one day they should all have annihilated each other, all matter and antimatter should have annihilated each other, because they obviously come into being together, they're close, and nothing should be here. But what happened is not exactly that, but what happened is that probably happened, but matter somehow was left. Some matter was left. We don't know what percentage the ratio was. It might be that it's so small, like unbelievably small, but we don't really... I think some people calculated, I'm not sure how accurate those calculations are. And one idea is that there are parts of the universe where there's just antimatter stars and stuff. And it's just quantum fluctuations and randomness. So we don't know. Anyway, I've talked a lot about this low energy anti-proton ring. Proton synchrotron booster. Yeah, proton, like a synchrotron is again a kind of particle accelerator. It's basically the proton booster is the thing that boosts. It's a magnet that boosts the protons. Like every time they pass, they get more kinetic energy, so more movement energy through the magnetic field, electromagnetic field, and they get a kick every time they pass the booster. Every time they get quicker. The Large Electron Positron Collider. Same thing I said with the proton antiproton, but with electrons and positrons. So yeah. Yeah, obviously by the way, positrons are pretty, like, not very rare, because they are created in beta plus decays, and we have beta plus decays with like very radioactive materials. It's just there. So there are positrons always coming out. So there's a type of antiparticle that's everywhere, so to speak, already. Like that's something different, but yeah. And the Large Hadron Collider is obviously the biggest one, like this big ring, I think 7 kilometers in diameter, something. Oh god, yes. I know I'm randomly going on this long tangent again. I was so afraid when this was around. This was in the news before they turned it on. I think in 2010 or something, they turned it on. And we all looked at the clock when it turned on, because we were like, yeah, what if a mini black hole is created? We will just all die. It will suck in the earth and we're all dead. And the calculations, I do think, did show that it can't happen. And yeah, so nothing happened. But that was a big idea. Because the thing is as well, why is this idea in the room even? And it is basically the same I just said with the energy, with the matter antimatter. Because if you put the energy on one spot, oh yeah, I do think I didn't even say that. Like, why is the collision so heavy in energy? So it's so fast that the kinetic energy is so high that in the collision, like, the energy density does rival that of the time of the Big Bang that I spoke of before, because the energy that is in the kinetic energy is so big that it can, in a crash, recreate this energy density of the Big Bang. So that's why it happens again. And what could happen is not that a proton and an antiproton are created, or an electron and positron, but that the energy density is so big that it exceeds the Schwarzschild, or it's lower than the Schwarzschild radius, which is the radius or the energy density that something needs to collapse into a black hole. And that's like a lot, but that was the idea. What if the energy density is too big and it collapses into a black hole? So yeah, I do think also if a black hole would, don't quote me on this. This is just what I think I remember. I think when a black hole would exist from those energy scales, it would just dissipate through Hawking radiation almost instantly. So yeah. But we were really scared that day. We were really scared that day. I remember that day. We were so scared. I don't think so. I don't think black holes for time travel into the past are a thing. Because black holes just can make you time travel into the future. Because the time is like 1 second near a black hole for you is like 100 years outside or whatever. Yeah, you know, that happens. So you can go into the future with black holes, but not into the past, as far as we know. I don't know. You probably could. Yeah, you can't.
に煙は立たないとも言う。
I do think, in principle, it could work, but you have to have so high densities that you don't have the energy in this. Like, you need a particle accelerator that's very big, as far as I understand it. Yeah. Also, fun fact, that's also how they come to be in stars, as far as I know. Like, so if there's a very, very big star, and it presses down inward, and then at the center of the star, there's this one little spot where the energy density is too high. As I said before, black hole forms in that one spot and takes in the excuse me, the matter of the region around it, more of the region around that, more of the region around that, and then the star goes hypernova and the black hole is created, a normal one. It's like a seed that it's generated from, like, or a germ. No, it's not called germ. Like, it's a little dust particle, so to speak, like a little uncleanness or whatever you say. I don't know what the English term is. In Germany, those are the things we call it, like, literally said. Like, that's like one point where it starts somewhere, you know, so.
L, Psi, Konguru.
L, Psi, Konguru. What is that?
ハッカーな。
あとはわかるな。
Didn't he say hacker and hacker? Didn't he just say twice? Why is it hexer?
セルンをハッキングしろ。
Hack into CERN? Never. They created the internet, mate.
タイムマシンについてのヒントを手に入れろ。
I don't think that's how you do it.
ここで眠らせることになるか。お前。
Because the thing is, he did have a time machine in his microwave. There was no black hole. He would have seen that, I think. So, yeah.
合わせて800
Haha, what an asshole. That's so mean.
ねえねえそれより君たちって
Oh, is she gonna join the club as well?
お
He just has it there. That's so funny.
にハッキングを仕掛けているところでな。
But it's cool that they have this elaborate fantasy.
またか。
何死亡通知
What happened now?
冗談
IBN が
Uh,
やたら執着している女がいてな。
did she? That's suspicious. I will keep an eye on her. Oh, yeah. She's really suspicious now. Like, she said that with the death thing, and then was like, yeah, that was a joke. And now it's like, yeah, IBM. I will just use IBM here because that's obviously what they're going for. An IBM computer. And she knows it. That's so weird. I know Mr. Braun is also a reference to TVs and stuff, so, but yeah.
とか言う人はジョン・タイターだ
Yeah, she is so fishy. So
アッ
fishy.
トチャンネルに書いてたよ
Yeah, you are suspicious.
2000年に現れたタイタンも。
Yeah, what about that title? I still don't get the two titles.
の概念について固定
Somehow I feel more and more disappointed. In the end, specific details are completely lacking. I admit it's a good attempt at sounding real, but there's no denying. That's the thing, though. If you have these hoax stories, often it's so vague that it's almost true, but the details are missing.
たった一つの川が流れているよ
It is not, so what is it?
A という人物を殺したとします
Yes, the world line stuff.
人々の記憶は再構築されます
When a world line moves, people's memories are reconstructed. Only their memories? Also the world, or not? Why would it only be memories?
A という人物がいた以前の世界線のそれより研究
Oh god, that's a bit... How does that work? I mean, he explained it, but... So... It's just a memory replacement. Why would it just be a memory replacement? I don't get that at all. I will go with that rule. It's a cool, interesting rule. They can potentially, if that's correct, which I assume it is, they can do a lot of cool stuff with it. But why would that be? I just don't know why it would be, but it's a cool idea. We'll go with it. But I don't understand why it should be a thing, because if you kill someone in the past, on your world line, so to speak, and it shatters, then the memories of another world line will override yours. Or is memories a mistranslation and it should be the events like that another world line is copied onto yours and it just changes? That's probably what he means. I will assume that. So the idea is that it's still your time, but it took the properties of another one that's out there. That I like. I've never seen that as an idea for the, if I go back to the future, stuff has changed. That is really cool. I like that idea. I don't know why it would be like, it's like, yeah, why not? Why not? We'll just go with it. Like that's how it is. I don't know why it should be, but it's a cool idea. I'm repeating myself now. I'm sorry. So let's go with that. Okay. So if he goes into the past, kills Marquise, sees Marquise dead, changes something with her phone, and then they will all get the memories from that world where she wasn't killed. But she's also there. It's not just her memories. She's also there now. Or did he get the memory? Oh, wait, it could be the other way around. He could have gotten the memories from a world where she was killed. Ah, that might be. But we've seen it happen from his perspective, you know? That's so weird. Let's anyway, I'm figuring. I will. Oh, that's what they're saying. I will just go with it and we will find out the details down the line, I'm sure.
成功しています。
18
世紀に戻ったといえば
Anti-communist, of course. I mean, the thing is, how would you, if you create a microbaric black hole, how do you make sure it doesn't kill you? And with you, I mean everything on this planet and the planet.
CERN が握っているのです。
Oh, he's talking about Google.
IBN5100 が必要だと言っ
Oh,
たジョン・タイターも確かそんなことを言って
really?
年前に現れた私ですか
So, this computer cannot, I think, run BASIC yet. So it's very primal. It might have not been a computer developed by them, but from a different, like IBM, I think they're working against each other. I think sometimes. So like in economic like fashion, like what is it called? Competition. Yeah, they're like in competition. And so a competition might have built a computer and it never worked as well as the as the CERN one. So that computer was like, okay, we will not develop it further. But that means it does have different things. So if CERN controls all computers, which came from CERN's computer, and you take another computer that has another thing going, you might be able to get up a second like internet, like so to speak, like a second thing going that might counteract. Yeah, I think that's what they're going for. Yeah.
他の世界線の私を見た可能性があります。
Saw me in another world line.
一度ゆっくりお話ししてみたい。
What does that mean? That's such a weird explanation. You have to help me in the comments. So the world line that, what's his name? Okabe, the main character. Those are fake memories, so to speak. Those are memories from another world line that got into him. Yeah, it must be memories only. I think they were very precise with it. I will just go with memories for... Well, they will explain it. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking too much, I think.
連絡いただければお返事し
Oh wait, what was that? What did they predict? 2015 World War III erupts. Not happened. Nuclear war contaminates Earth. Wouldn't that be World War III? Time travel from 2020 to PN made in hidden functionality.
のメールアドレスです。
What hidden functionality? Okay, I do think I will have to wait a bit more to see examples in the anime of this idea, because I saw the text and stuff, but I have to see it in action to get a better grip on it more. Okay, so we also do have some time travel that's not talked about, like time skips.
なるほど、マユシーのポケットマネー
So it's not every day we see, but more than one day.
少し休めと言ってるんだがな。
So she expect Marquise to be back. Okay.
きっと怒ってたから飛び出してい
No, she wasn't mad. She was distraught.
俺は牛すじの次にうずらが好きなのだ。
She's so selfish sometimes, like it. But not when it matters, I think. That's the thing. He's not selfish when it matters. I think that's pretty well established now.
あれ
もういただいた。
What an asshole. See?
なかなかうまかったぞ。
I'm gonna make her cry. No, okay, she wasn't that upset.
俺の前に全部晒しやがる
Did he seriously hack into CERN?
ID じゃなければ見られる範囲は限る
Really? What?
まだメールがいくつか
Okay, let's go. That's interesting.
こかエキサイト先生にご登場願い
I took to excite. What?
ネッツの
Ooh, AI translation. Ooh.
タイムマシンの痕跡のような文章は
They will probably not mention that in their normal emails. Then again, they would probably, because you know what? In these conspiracy theories, as I think I said before, people are really dumb in conspiracies as well. So it would just leak in like emails. They would do that. They would be that dumb probably.
Z プログラム
Z program. What is that program?
第137次 Z
Zeit program, which means time?
ミニブラックホール生成ミッションはす
Oh, holy shit. What?
報告は省く
Oh, what? How?
ないって発表されてるのに
But how? They would eat everything. Or dissipate. What? Human is dead. Mismatch. What the fuck? What? What? Holy. Of course they ended with it. So did he really hack in there? How the frick would he have done that? Like, they invented the internet. Why could he hack in there? Like, as a high school student, if, like, what? Anyway, that was cool. I really like this show. That's really cool. I just don't understand the time travel yet with the world lines and the copying. I do think it also is like they don't time travel, but they send messages currently. So if they send a message back, then it's just the memories. Perhaps if they themselves would time travel, it would be completely different. They would just live the normal time stream then. We'll have to see if that even is a thing. But I get with the information. If you send information back in time, you will get the memories of... like, you will not really change your own time, but you will get the memories from another time, so you learn stuff. Is that it? So if I go back and send a message, I will learn all the information that I would have known. But wouldn't everyone on the world then understand that? Why would only specific people get the new information as it seemed here? Like, only him remembered something. So we will just see. Anyway, I hope I didn't ramble too much about the Big Bang today. But, I mean, that's what you get if you click on Quantum Physicist Reacts. So, anyway, I hope you have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did like this, and I will see you around. Bye.